What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Call of Duty World War II on BlackTideTV. I apologize if this gameplay seems familiar. It definitely could be. It looks familiar to me. That could be because I played a ton of Operation Husky, the war mode from DLC 2 when that first launched. I'm so familiar with the cutscene. Maybe it's familiar because I have used it in a previous video. I'm not entirely sure. My memories are all mixed up. I was definitely planning to use it for DLC criticisms video. That never really came to fruition. Anyways, it's the only Call of Duty World War II gameplay that I actually have currently on my capture card. I just haven't been playing it as often, as frequently. I haven't had too many Call of Duty World War II videos on the plate coming down the pipeline. So this is the only gameplay I had. This is a relatively breaking news story. It's just kind of happening right now, and I wanted to cover it. I wanted to give my 2 cents as fast as possible. So we're using this gameplay, and to be fair, it is really heavily influenced by DLC 2, and today we're talking about DLC 3. So I really wanted to make my top 10 most anticipated titles from E3 today. I was getting my Last of Us gameplay, finally came out of my cave, my hibernation with The Last of Us, finished the game, and the first thing that I see is a DLC 3 trailer for the United Front for Call of Duty World War II. And that's pretty cool. Was not a huge fan of DLC 2. I do like a couple of the maps, but I feel like the DLC season for Call of Duty World War II has been very lackluster, and the DLC 3 trailer didn't do anything to inspire me. They showed a couple multiplayer maps. The multiplayer maps are as follows: Market Garden, Monte Cassino, and Stalingrad. There's Operation Supercharge, where the big revolutionary thing this time around is that you are parachuting in on one team to begin the match, which is kind of cool. It's something that I was expecting from the overall multiplayer of Call of Duty World War II. I wanted to parachute in every time you spawned in, because that's like a really World War II thing to do, and it would be a really cool like element to have in the game. And they completely forewent that even in the war game modes previous to Operation Supercharge, the new war mode. You couldn't parachute in. So even having a class called the paratroopers, or not the paratroopers, but the airborne division, I should say, to have an airborne division and you don't get to parachute in, it's silly and it's a missed opportunity. But now you can parachute in this war mode, and that's pretty much the big thing from this DLC season. The big thing that's really going around right now, really making the rounds, and I think it's really interesting that Activision made this marketing choice, they did not include any zombies. The Tortured Path is the new zombies experience from DLC 3. They did not include any footage from zombies in the reveal trailer for DLC 3. And I should also mention that DLC 3 launches next week, June 26th. So within a week's notice. Like, they've launched that trailer today, and next Tuesday, 1 week from today, they are launching that DLC on PlayStation 4. Of course, the Xbox players, PC players, they're screwed for another month, which sucks to be them. And honestly, I'm so against that partitioning of the community of, oh, you guys get the DLC a month later. It sucks. It really does. I was on the receiving end of that when I was playing on PlayStation 3 and all the Xbox 360 players got their DLC first. So yes, it sucks that we've got people that are still waiting an extra month for the DLC, but it seems crazy that within a week, we are expected to pick up this DLC. Like, oh, by the way, your DLC is coming out next week. Hope you enjoy it. And they throw out this really quick cut trailer. There weren't any really phenomenal moments in the trailer. There weren't anything that made me go, oh my god, I need to play Call of Duty World War II right now. Thus, you're seeing some previously captured gameplay. I was not excited from this DLC trailer, and they didn't do their job. It's like they just threw it together because they know that Call of Duty World War II DLC is not something that's really making the rounds. Nobody cares about DLC 3 in the Call of Duty community. DLC 3, DLC 4, they're usually the weakest DLCs because everyone's just looking forward to the next game, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And with all of the drama around Call of Duty Black Ops 4, I expected them to maybe step it up this time and be like, okay, well, maybe we should keep some people in World War II, get some people excited about this. And the other thing that they should be really focusing on right now, because the core audience is really mad at Call of Duty and Activision. Like, the core audience is not having their shit right now, especially with the Black Ops Pass. There is a huge movement. I swear this could be the turning point for the Call of Duty community with the Black Ops Pass. We've seen it with the Battlefield community, the Battlefront community. people are turning on the developers, especially over at EA. Like, they're looking at EA and they're like, okay, no more microtransactions, no more season pass. We don't want that garbage. And this could be the turning point for Call of Duty. Like, with this no Black Ops pass, I've seen tons of really big YouTubers, really big people, really big voices in the community talking back at Activision and about this Black Ops pass, and there's a very real chance that they'll have to walk it back. The one standout from the community that might pull Activision back and really make them look at the money, because these community members will buy the Black Ops pass regardless, the Zombies players. The Zombies players are the only players that are really 100% for the Black Ops pass. Everyone else, even if they are for the Black Ops pass, if they don't understand it, or maybe they're just like, yeah, whatever, I'll spend my money on it because I want to get the maps, they are still having reservations. Almost everyone, no one is 100% one way or the other. I'm thinking about buying the Black Ops pass because I want to cover that content and I want to see those new maps. And I like the idea of them including more content, like more on a regular basis, more frequent content. I like that idea, but then like 99% of me is like, fuck that. Fuck Activision. I don't want to give them another penny until they fix their anti-consumer ways. The Zombies players in the community are the part of the community that they should be pandering to, because the Zombies players, that's the only way they are going to get their content, is if they buy the Black Ops pass. Activision has never given away Zombies maps for free, and they never will. So the people that are interested in Zombies more than multiplayer, of course I'm a multiplayer player, I'm not a big Zombies player, but the Zombies players, they are always prepared to buy the season pass year in, year out. They know that that is an extra amount of money that they're going to have to pay to play all the way through the year and get their Zombies experiences, and they're okay with that. So they are the people you should be pandering to, and then you go and release a DLC 3 trailer for Call of Duty World War II, which is basically all they have to tide themselves over until next year, until November, October this year, I suppose, and you're not going to show Zombies content. So I just finished watching MrRoflWaffles' reaction video to DLC 3, and I was hysterical by the end of this video because he is so mad. And to see the Zombies players like, are you kidding me? We're the only ones standing up for the Black Ops pass, and not that they want it to happen, but they're the only ones that are willing to pay for it. And you're going to shaft them by not showing any Zombies footage. And even the picture that's in the little tortured path Zombies experiencing, it's like 3 very generic, like, stock images of Zombies. So there's no real rhyme or reason to what this Zombies experience is going to be. And it comes out next week. So the Zombies players, you know, of course, they are really anal about learning as much as they can about it and doing the Easter egg. They all want to know, like, what's going on, and they want to start speculating ahead of time. They like to do the trailer breakdowns, and they can't do any of that this time because there's no Zombies in the DLC 3 trailer. So I don't know what the whole plan is here, that Activision was just like, oh, let's just throw this trailer together and get it out there because it's Call of Duty World War II and nobody cares anymore. But the people that they should be pandering to, the Zombies players, they didn't do a single thing for them, and that's just like shocking to see that they're so careless with their marketing campaign for Call of Duty World War II. And it comes out in a week. That's the big thing here, is it comes out in a week and they're not doing anything about it. So clearly they're just throwing it out there to die. I don't want to say that for Sledgehammer because they did a half decent job with this game. It's not my favorite Call of Duty, it's not my least favorite Call of Duty, but they did a half decent job, and I don't want to see them put all the hard work into developing these new maps and the new Zombies experience and to just see it thrown away like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. And like I said, why is Call of Duty and Activision, why are they not pandering to the Zombies players? They should be giving the Zombies players as much attention as they possibly can, because they're the only ones in direct defiance of the Say No to Black Ops pass movement. So I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about all of this in the comment section down below. What do you think of the DLC 3 trailer? Did you enjoy it? Are you excited for it? Are you going to be buying DLC 3? I have the season pass, so I guess I'm obligated to buy it. I'll maybe make a video, but that remains to be seen. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will catch you guys all on the next video.